to continue that.
Well, you look on the internet and you see all these like disgusting videos now of car wrecks and car scenes, and it's like, actually, in my car accident, my motorcycle accident, this happened. I remember laying on the road when the drunk driver cut me off. I smashed into him. I was going like 40 miles an hour, and I spun off him like a pizza, and I landed with my head on the yellow line. And I was like stuck in the dying cockroach position with my femur sticking out, and luckily I had the presence of mind to know, hey, that's venous blood. I'm good. And I leaned back, and the cars are kind of creeping by me slowly. And I remember a woman looking down at me and just going, "Oh my God!" And I go, "Can you call 911, please?" And she went by. Didn't pick up her phone or anything. She just said, "Oh my God!" And three more people came by, and then a crowd of people came standing around me. And the only person who had done anything at that moment was Paul. He came up, did the range blood sweeps. He had to, obviously, he had to put his hand like basically right on my groin to be able to slow the venous bleeding for a while. And we had to sit there for a minute like that. And there was guys standing around us. Like one goes like, "What unit are you in?"
Oh my God!
I was like, 3rd Ranger Battalion. He's like, "Oh, you're a Ranger, you're gonna be good." I'm like, "I'm still a human being, brother." Okay, like, how about you go call the ambulance, make sure they're coming, or get these people back out of the way so I don't get run over or something. Like, they wanted to gawk and see, and especially when they heard like I was a Ranger, all of a sudden turn to this thing to be like, see how he's handling it. And so then I was going to handle myself anyway because of that moral fiber, like I'm a Ranger, intestinal fortitude, I'm not going to go out like a bitch now, but I remember it became a spectator sport in a sense. 40 people just standing around looking at me, no one was coming up like, "Hey, do you need this, need that," or anything. It was me and Paul, Paul doing blood sweeps, and that was it, and like that was a telling scenario, Yeah, so people, and then, that was like spinning off of like talking about how we have all these videos on the internet now of like people
with their iPhone just recording this entire fight, or it's like, I'm probably exaggerating, but the videos of an old man getting beat up by a crowd, and the guys just there with it. Like, how dare those people?
Well, how can
be
you
so
live with
passive
yourself
as humans?
Yeah. Like how do you live with yourself? Knowing that they don't. They're gonna. To me, what we can preach to every like young generation. Like, look, man, you're gonna have these moments that you're faced with in life where either you choose to act or stand back.
So, like that in general, just
fighting a theological war. God must be wary being called down on both sides of a fight. And these people are really religious, man. Those young 19-year-old and younger guys that were like coming at us as like suicide bombers and all, I realized they really did believe in what they were doing. They thought we were going to do horrible things because they were told that, and they thought that they were really for love of God. And I remember thinking, like, I wonder how God feels about that. If he still feels like, man, you love me, but don't ask for hurting people, so you like miss the point. But then it's, my demons are still, I do believe in God. I just think I'm not smart enough to understand the big picture, and I think a lot of it is more up to us than maybe what other people believe. Like he'll help you if you're trying really hard, but it's up to us to go fight the evil, like the morality, go do something.
I still struggle with that. For there to be that much evil in the world, and it was purposely created, and so I'm kind of on the same boat where I don't think that I'm capable of understanding what is. But then with the morality aspect, these kids, they're that devout to their ideals and what they believe. So to them, they have their moral compass, even if it's shooting an innocent soldier.
Well, it's to save their families or to get their family into heaven,
So, at what point is morality taught? Like, you have this child who has been raised thinking that you are evil and he needs to kill you at all costs. That's his moral compass. Or you have a son of a KKK member and his dad teaches this is right, this is wrong. And that moral compass, according to societal standards, is totally off kilter. So, like, at how do we develop a moral compass that isn't what's being taught or passed on, but it takes into account what's harmful about this, what's good about this, how does it affect other people, rather than just being a set of ideals.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we have to stop first, like the assholes spreading this the bad moralities, you know, in a sense. That's the problem with fucking Afghanistan, the
Killing
ignorance.
An idea.
You know, that could be like an argument for, you know, Charlie Wilson's war, how we didn't put schools in Afghanistan. It's because you had a bunch of these ignorant people who believed this dumb shit that we were coming in to rape and kill them. Back here in America, you know, ignorance, you know, can kind of breed immorality in a sense.
Well, that's what we're creating is ignorance. Is like, I
Yeah,
felt like
we're on
we
our fucking
go
Instagram
over
too
there
much.
and we fight this evil and this madness.
And people don't even know where we are.
In hopes that they don't. Like, I don't want my wife and kids and grandson and granddaughter to have to know what goes on over there.
I worry about that.
I take the call and you take the call, so we can go over there so you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And they're too concerned with wanting to get a half story and form an opinion that makes a difference over there.
Yeah.
You don't know what went on over there unless you went.
Yeah, and like using their morality. I mean, I've had this, you know, very close people to me, you know, telling me something like, you know, what did you even do over there? You guys did nothing. I was like, well,
take a ride.
Yeah, go take a ride over there and see, you know, when these foreign fighters are coming in, because there are peaceful people. They're like people here, just farmers, you know, and foreign fighters trying to kill them and rape them, you know, and, you know, once all the politics can be damned and America stopped caring and everyone forgot, kind of, in a sense, you know, my morality was, well, you know what, if I die just trying to help any people in the world, you know, that's okay with me. I had to take that to be able to handle the fact that, you know, hey, I'm probably going to die in a war that America doesn't even give a shit anymore about, you know. And, but coming back here, like, I struggle with then, like, okay, now, why should I care about these Americans? You know, they didn't care about me when I was doing this, but that's not the right way to go about it. I know that, you know.
Well, it was weird for me. I mean, I joined and I was very patriotic and I love my country.
Idealistic.
But by the time I got ready to deploy, I started to feel like beyond my immediate family, the country didn't care that we were still at war.
Yeah, I know.
It was like, oh, you're just war profiteers. Nobody cares about you. So then it became,
no, I was told
I'm at war for you. And you.
Yeah.
Like, this is the reason that I'm here.
Yeah, that's what my morality.
Can I ask you guys some questions?
Yeah, yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have you look right at me. Not at this. Not at this.
Okay.
Can you guys, like, see me okay?
I can see.
Is there, like, bad glare or anything?
Nope.
You're talking about how America doesn't know that what you guys are doing, basically, or where you are. Can you guys tell me about your homecoming? Like, did you have somebody when you came home from your first deployment?
No, it was like real drizzly and dark, and we just like walked across this airfield, and we went through customs to make sure we didn't have any fruit, and we turned in our guns, and about an hour or two later, I was downtown in a bar, and some college kids were talking shit about us, and I fucking beat 7 of them up.
You gotta run off and yell Semper Fi.
yeah, then I ran off and said Semper Fi. Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, I was like, and that was because of, you know, that was a bad morality, but I was like so jealous of like these college kids with their girlfriends, and no one gave a shit about me, and I was just like was saving these children and trying to save the world, but you know, here I am supposed to be this United States Army Ranger who's like, you know, doing it for the right reasons, and I realized, you know, I mean, I was a young man at the time, I was like 20, and I realized like that anger that spurred that reaction, even though those kids kind of need a little bit of a whooping, that's bad morals, you know. I was not being a ranger, you know. Like, a ranger would have just walked away and laughed at them and hope they figured it out later, you know. But who knows, man, maybe those guys started lifting weights, you know, and got their shit together. But
Doubt it.
yeah, I doubt it.
And what about you? What was your homecoming from your first deployment?
Same thing. Made sure I had everything vacuum sealed, and yeah, I came back. We went through customs, and same thing. You get back, you turn in gear, and you go out. And for me, I remember going on block leave, you know, 2 weeks later, and I just felt like it didn't belong. Like, there was so much stimuli going on. I was used to I know at night I should be seeing this. I shouldn't see any of this. There should be people here. There was very patternized stimuli. What I expected. Anything out of the norm was bad. So then I go out and I'm around other people, and there's all these noises and honking and lights. It was like, oh, I'm getting angry. Something's bad's about to happen.
Yeah, and all
I'm
your
at a
boys
swimming
are
pool with kids. Like, oh no, something's about to happen.
That's coming.
So,
I know it. It's too good.
Like, I started drinking.
Yeah, and that can lead you into a dangerous.
I'm gonna shift back just a little bit before we talk about anything serious. Is there any food that you craved over there? What was like your
key lime
first
pie and
meal when
steak.
you got home?
Sweet tea.
Yeah, what did I want? Probably blooming onion or something stupid like that. What did I want first? I never really cared about that. When I was hungry, I just wanted food. I ate a lot of Otis Spunkmeyer muffins. I liked them. I still eat them.
The thing I hated about coming back is I loved eating breakfast for dinner.
Yeah,
I loved coming back from a mission, eating breakfast for dinner,
that's great.
and passing out.
Yeah.
And I'd steal like 4 or 5 chocolate milks every time.
Yeah, chocolate
and some
milk.
cereal.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I know that's a thing. I remember thinking about food a lot more, like in basic training and places like that.
Contraband.
More. Yeah, like when you couldn't have it. But like when I got overseas, I wanted I know I wanted a good steak.
Yep.
Sometimes it was all right, the stuff they got us, and yeah, there's a steak and cheeseburger, just more of it.
Good beer.
We would always get real soggy, shitty food, man, when I was out at some places. Like, you know, when you get them, there's like Wilderness and Chapman, I think was like one of them little ones, and Oregon E. Like, they have to get their food like airdropped, you know. And
I got spoiled on my last one.
yeah. Well, Kandahar's fucking awesome, man. You go to the UN
They-
one,
they
you're like
have-
making tuna melts, you're
When
like
I
all
was
healthy.
contracting recently, they had TGI
Oh,
Friday
yeah.
and Burger King.
Yeah. They had a Burger King in Bagram when I was there, but it was like fucking, it was different, dude. I don't know. It shit didn't taste the same. You know, it's like Burger King like.
I remember when I was getting ready to come back, I wanted to do one of those 80-ounce steak challenges.
Oh,
I was trying
yeah.
to figure out a different plot to do all these different challenges, like hamburger challenge, steak challenge.
Could you eat it, you think?
I thought I could.
No fucking way, man.
I just
I
wanted to get
miss
to the
Country's
beach.
barbecue. Shit, yeah, that's right. I miss Country's barbecue.
Like I spent 3 months wearing baby oil and tanning in ranger panties
Yeah.
and getting jacked around a bunch of dudes. I just wanted to go to the beach and show off.
Yeah. Show off all your hard work.
Yep.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was in real good shape after the winter deployment to Afghanistan because I like was shivering so much. I was like just shredded the fuck up. Yeah. But I just wanted more food and hot food. You know, spaghetti, shit like
good
that.
bed.
You know, yeah, good bed. They didn't. Yeah.
The springs that the
Yeah.
coils you could feel on your heels.
I slept in an army cot in one place for a while, and right next to Jay Santora. You know, me and him we had to sleep like this, man, and we did like.